there, my name's Deanna Ezzy. I'm the owner of More Than Mortgages, and I'm doing this testimonial because I believe that Migration Business Services is the best BPO that you could ask for. I met Nick maybe 18 months ago and we had a few chats, and as I was ready to bring on some help offshore, we sat down and had a very lengthy discussion around how that would work. Now, one of the first things that I really appreciated with Nick is that he was very open and transparent around everything. I've worked with a BPO for a few years, about 5 or 6 years ago. And then I started my own business and had a bit of a gap without any sort of offshore help. And I had multiple BPOs over the years approach me to see if I'd like to work with them. And one of the first things that I would ask was, well, what's my fee and where does that go? So what is the team member paid, and how does that all work? And every BPO was very guarded and would not tell me anything. The first thing, and I asked the same thing to Nick, and he was so open with me, way more open than I even was expecting, around everything. So every dollar where my fee goes, he's got sort of performance incentives for each team member based on their skills, their attitude, their time in the industry, their experience. He has pay rises all set in place. He has incentives around making sure that they turn up on time, because culturally that's a very different thing. And he has let me know the thinking that's behind why he makes these decisions. And I've learned a lot. And I also I know that he genuinely cares for my business and wants to help me grow my business. And I feel very valued as one of his clients. I believe wholeheartedly that he looks after his team in the Philippines, so in Dumaguete. I've got I've had 4 Dumaguetians with Nick. I have no idea if that's the right terminology. And one has just left because she's pregnant. So I've got 3 team members in Dumaguete that are working at Migration Business Services, and they are super happy. They have no issues whatsoever within the office. The office is really cool too. I've seen videos and photos of the office. There's plants, there's couches, they have a view of the ocean. They're just well looked after. So that was a big deal for me. I wanted to find someone whose values aligned with my own. I love my team, so I really wanted someone who takes good care of their team as well. And yeah, his support has been much more than I would have ever thought possible from a BPO. That said, I don't think Nick is a normal BPO. I think he is someone who has a team of people, and he genuinely wants to make sure they're cared for. He wants to make sure his clients are cared for, and he does everything in his power to do that. So I've had a few instances that Nick's given me amazing guidance around, just stuff with the team, how to lead them properly. So Nick lived there for 5 years. So he knows the culture really well. He knows the people, he knows what they're like, he loves them. And as a result, there are cultural differences that I need to be aware of as the leader of this team. And with his support, it's just been going really, really well. So I think that Migration Business Services and More Than Mortgages will have a very long, prosperous working relationship together. So if you're considering getting some offshore staff, I highly recommend having a chat with Nick and considering Migration Business Services.